because I can go slow this way.
Okie dokie.
And I only got one chain holding that down.
Well, do you have will my seat fit that? Because
I don't know. I'll have to look at your seat, huh?
Well, with Beverly's old seat, that's what we should do. Put the new seat off my Hustler on Beverly's lawnmower, because I don't
It won't fit on Bev's. I'll have to buy one for Bev's.
Well, I have wore that one out.
You have.
Getting on
You
and
have.
off, on and off, on and off.
Okay, enough chit chat. I am bringing home my next project. Let me see. Can you see it? How do I? There we go. I picked up a Simplicity Broadmore with a Kohler Command single cylinder engine, a hydrostatic transmission with a filter, and you can change the fluid in the hydrostatic transmission. It is a really good lawnmower. It's gonna need a little, greasing and some loving, right? But whatever it costs me to get it in tip-top shape, it's going to be worth it, because it is a top-of-the-line lawnmower. And I only gave $150, and I probably could have dickered a little, got them down some, but it was such a good deal and such a nice little lawnmower. It is Christmas, right?
A giving heart.
Giving heart, yeah.
And it looked like
Or
needed
they
it.
could have had a giving heart. I mean, I'm dirty bib overalls, old beat up dirty pickup truck. My wife is in her Sunday best sweatpants.
Well,
We look like poor folks. Why didn't she have a giving heart?
They have fallen on a few hard times. They did.
Yeah. Well, she couldn't afford a bra, and it was cold out, so I felt sorry for her.
Right.
Well, that's the truth. Anyway, let's go home and have a look at this Simplicity. It's got a hydrostatic reservoir back here, and I don't know for sure, but it may have a filter up under here. When I get this down and get a look at it, I'll know. She did tell me that this doesn't work, the raise and lower and doesn't work, but I think all it needs is some oil right here. And it is a Broadmore Hydro 16. It's got a Kohler Command 16 horse single lung. Don't even know how big the deck is, but I don't really care. It looks like about a 42 inch or so. All right, let me get her down off of here. Well, here's the engine. I'm gonna go ahead and drain the oil. As a matter of fact, I'm doing it now. I'm glad it's pretty black. I don't have an oil filter, but what I'll do is put some fresh oil in there and put about 20 hours of use on it, and then change it again with a new filter. And I will be doing some heavy cleaning. I don't know where it's got a leak here, some kind of oil leak, but a lot of times I have found that a lot of times oil leaks are just people who can't get oil in that little hole over there, and they get it everywhere and don't clean it up. So I'm impressed. This is a very, even the front end, this is going to be a good solid front end. I won't be greasing it today. I got other things to do, but I'm impressed. I like it. And I'll crank it up and ride around on it here in a second. And then tonight I'll do a little research, pull up whatever information I can on that transmission, and see if this is a solid lifter or hydraulic lifter. I think it's solid lifter. If it is, I'll do a valve lash adjustment. Man, I'll tell you, I see nothing wrong with this. It's got 235 hours? 254. 254 hours. And according to the engine, this is either a 99 or a 2000. So 20 years old, not bad. Not bad. Hell, the seat's the worst thing on it is the seat. Okay, let me get some fresh oil in this and get my big butt on there and ride it around a little bit. Man, I'll tell you what, this thing, it's worth way more than 150. I'm real happy I got it. So, I've changed the oil, and that's all I've done. I'm going to air up the tires, make sure they're all aired up, and I'm going to let my wife have it for 10 or 20 hours, and then I'll take the hood off and take the fenders off, and by then I'll know what kind of transmission fluid it takes, and I'll have a filter, and I'll do it up real nice, grease it, clean it all up. So nice little lawnmower, $150. Every once in a while, a good deal drops in on your lap. You know, I kind of got took on them chainsaws. I mean, I'm gonna probably double or not quite triple my money, but I expected a little more out of them. I didn't know I was gonna have to put that many parts on them to sell them, but it is what it is. I'm going to do better than break even, and that's all I care about. All right, I'm going to double check this oil level, and that's it for this. I'm going to put it away. This is why I don't mess with synthetics. This is just stabilized wood. It's not synthetic. Look at the dust. Whew. It's dusty. All right, I've got this stone-washed Caddo roughed out on my 2x42 belt grinder, and then I did a little more work on it with the 1x42, and now it's all handwork, and I got a lot of work to do. So let's get the sandpaper out, get after it. It's going to look nice. That's going to be a beautiful handle. Beautiful. And it might be spoken for. The fella that might want it has got some pretty big hands, and he lives near me, and he wants to come over and put it in his hand to see if it'll be big enough. And I'll tell you, it's just barely big enough for me. And when I shook hands with that guy one time, I couldn't find my hands. He's got some big hands. So it might not be big enough for him. So it might be for sale. Si vende. We'll see. Somebody asked me what kind of gloves I use while I'm sanding. And you have to use gloves or else you will lose your fingerprints real soon with this sandpaper. It's, maybe the light off would be better. Yeah. It's Cordova Conquest Extra. And XXL, they make them for big hands if you got them. Anyway, here's what they look like. And they last a long time. And all the time I've been wearing gloves, building knives, this is my third pair, so they last a long time. If this is all you use them for. Now, if you use them for other work, you know, they might not last as long, but they fit me, they fit good, and they last a long time. When I start getting holes in the fingertips, I'm not that far from it now. See, there's, little one there. This isn't so bad. That one started there. So I got a few more knives I can make with them, and then I'll open up a new package. I got enough to last me a couple of years, I think. I think I bought, a friend of mine gave me some, and I used them, but they were a little small. I got them over here for my wife if she wants them, or anybody else who comes along and doesn't need the big gloves. And man, that'll last me a couple of years. As slow as I am at making knives. Okay, let's get to work here. Okay, I am up to, I'm fixing to start 220. I got a 80 grit on the belt grinder, and I went to 120, 180. Now I'm fixing to start 220. Starting to come alive. Here, let me show you what this is going to look like. 1 second.
Most people who listen to you, if not all of them, probably feel the same way Patrick did, and certainly I do. So I really appreciate it, and thank you, and I hope you stay on the radio.
That's going to be booty-muss, I tell you. All right, I have it sanded up to 800. And when I put the True Oil on it, since this stuff is stabilized, what I'll do is take 1200 and I'll sand the True Oil down with some 1200. And then the second and third coat will make this thing look amazing. I can't wait. But I'm going to do that tonight, because right now I'm going to go put the bevels on the Damascus over there. And I'll have all my dirty work done. And I can clean my shop up. And I may work on that lawnmower. And I got to put a trailer hitch on a leaf sweeper. And I got to do a couple of things. So I may not even get out here tomorrow. I may go to my other shop. I'll see you tomorrow. Well, there's one coat of True Oil on it. Oh my, I like that a lot. That's one coat. I'm probably going to put 3 or 4 coats on it. But I'll let this one dry overnight. Tomorrow morning, when I get up and have my coffee, I sand it down with some 1200. And I put the second coat on. And the second coat and the third and fourth, they always dry within a couple of hours. So this one's almost done. I need to put an edge on it and make a sheath. I love that wood.